Peter Walker here, and welcome to today's edition of The Transition Guy. Now in today's episode, I really want to look at candor. See, this seems to be a topic that so many people struggle with. Now, in the last couple of weeks, I've had a number of clients come to me with communication challenges in their business. And ultimately what's happened is either themselves or members of their team have ended up sort of, let's say, exploding, where things have just built up, and all of a sudden they've just communicated out of pure frustration and anger, and it's like there's been a nuclear bomb that's gone off. Now I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that, where I can definitely relate to that, where there's been times in my life where I've just let things build up, and all of a sudden someone's done something and I have just absolutely gone mad. And that poor little person's looking at me thinking, okay, what's gone on with Peter? Has he kind of just lost the screw? Has he sort of gone mad? And perhaps all those things have happened, but they don't have a clue why I'm so angry. And the reality is, if I think back to it, the reason I was so angry is perhaps because I wasn't so honest with the person in the first place. So you can imagine, person's working for you, perhaps they've not done quite what you've wanted, you've asked them to do it, they haven't quite done it, but you haven't given them the feedback. Or more importantly, you haven't given them the feed forward. You haven't told them what hasn't worked and what they need to put it right. So you've totally ignored it, hoping really that it will resolve itself. Then something else happens and you do the same again, something else happens, until eventually you've just had enough and boom, the volcano erupts. Now I've been there, I'm sure you've been there, I'm sure that members of your team have been there. But the reality is, when we communicate through frustration and anger, it really doesn't get the result we truly desire. Yeah, you know what, we pressure release, we probably feel a little bit better for it, but really what changes? And I had a situation with a client last week where they were talking to me and they were saying, well, do you know what? We're having a lot of instances where people just blow up and people are seeing things, but they're not dealing with them. i.e., we had a manager come to see my client, and what the manager said was, okay, I've been observing this person, and you know what? I just see that the behaviors are not right, that the attitude isn't quite right, etc. And really this person isn't a great fit. And my client simply asked the question, so what have you actually done about it? How have you addressed the little issues? Because you come to me with 5 or 6 issues. What have you done to address the 5 or 6 issues that you're bringing up? And actually the manager said, nothing. Which was to me really interesting, because he's not the only person, or she wouldn't be the only person that feels this way. When asked, well, why not? Well, I didn't really want to A, hurt their feelings, and B, I didn't want to get into a situation of confrontation. And that's the thing, when a lot of people talk about actually speaking to people and being honest, they fear that confrontation. Well, really, if it's done in a safe way, there shouldn't be no confrontation. That's why I love what Marshall Goldsmith says. He says feedback is dead, feed forward is key. Because actually with feed forward, you're letting them know what they need to do in the future to be able to rectify the challenge that we have. Now, you've got the problem that, hey, there's going to be a lot of people in your team that are going to sort of take on board the feed forward, because they don't come to work to screw up. They really genuinely want to do a great job for you. Is they need that guidance. They need that honesty so that they can improve. And they'll take that feed forward, welcome it and action it. And I think a lot of our frustration comes where we tend to give people, in most cases it's feedback, in fewer cases it's more the feed forward, and we give them the feed forward, but then nothing happens. And then we try and give them some more feed forward and nothing happens. And in the end we just again fall into that trap where we don't feed forward, we don't communicate, we're not honest, It builds up, it builds up, it builds up, and then we explode. So really the thing is, we need to catch things as they happen and we need to correct it. And the people that take that correction on board and want to improve, that's all well. However, those that tend to ignore it, that want to fight it, that don't want to be part of that team, well, you need to deal with that in a very different manner. And very often that person is not right for the business. They need to be moved on to somewhere where they can perform well and where they can be happy. Now, a lot of clients out there will go through moments where they have this frustration, etc. I'm sure you can relate to it. Now, if you've got challenges with being sort of frustrated in your business, whether your management team are frustrated, whether a lot of people communicate out of anger and frustration, and you don't quite know what to do with it, or you do quite know what to do with it, but you're not quite sure what the first step needs to be, head over to walker.com and get in contact, and let's look at how we can take the frustration out of your communication. And remember, failing to learn is learning to fail.